Imagine waking up tomorrow to the most terrifying sight in the universe. The sun, our life-giving star, exploding in a blinding flash of destruction. No warning, no escape, just the raw power of a dying star unleashed on Earth. But what exactly would happen if the sun exploded tomorrow? Would we have a chance to survive? And how would the universe around us change forever? Today, we're diving deep into this apocalyptic thought experiment to uncover the science, the horror, and the incredible truths about what it really means if our sun went supernova overnight. Before we imagine its end, we need to understand what the sun really is. The sun is not just a bright ball in the sky, it's a massive nuclear fusion reactor. Every second, it converts millions of tons of hydrogen into helium, releasing energy in the form of heat and light. This energy sustains life on Earth, drives our climate, and powers the entire solar system. It's 4.6 billion years old and roughly halfway through its life cycle. In other words, it still has billions of years left before its natural death. That means if it exploded tomorrow, something unnatural, almost unimaginable, must have triggered it. Here's the good news. Our sun is too small to explode in a supernova. Only massive stars, much larger than our sun, end their lives in violent explosions. Instead, our sun will slowly expand into a red giant in about 5 billion years, swallowing Mercury, Venus, and possibly Earth. After that, it will shrink into a white dwarf, glowing faintly for billions of years. So technically, the sun exploding tomorrow is impossible. But for the sake of our what if, let's imagine it somehow did. Let's explore the terrifying chain of events that would follow. When the sun explodes, the light and heat from the blast would travel through space at the speed of light. That means Earth wouldn't know anything had happened for 8 minutes and 20 seconds, the exact time it takes sunlight to reach us. During those 8 minutes, life would continue as usual. People would drive to work, kids would play in schools, birds would sing. We would be completely unaware that our entire solar system had just lost its star. Then, suddenly, daylight would vanish. Once the explosion reached us, the skies would light up with a terrifying brilliance, brighter than anything humanity has ever seen. Radiation would scorch Earth's atmosphere, igniting global wildfires. The night sky would be permanently filled with glowing debris from the sun. Then the real horror begins. With no sun holding the planets in place, Earth would drift into the endless darkness of space. Gravity, light, and warmth, the very forces that sustain us, would vanish in an instant. Within 24 hours, temperatures across Earth would plummet below freezing. Crops would die, oceans would begin to freeze from the surface, and most living creatures would face mass extinction. Humanity would scramble to find shelter underground, relying on artificial power sources to generate heat and light. Cities would collapse into chaos as panic spread. Communication satellites, powered by the sun's energy, would fail. The world would plunge into not just physical darkness, but also social and technological collapse. By the end of the first week, Earth's average surface temperature would drop to -20 degrees Celsius, -4 degrees Fahrenheit. Oceans would freeze several meters thick. Most plants and animals would die, unable to adapt. But deep underground, life might cling to existence. Nuclear bunkers, geothermal plants, and perhaps even colonies near hydrothermal vents in the ocean floor could become humanity's last refuge. But survival would be a desperate battle. After a year without the sun, Earth would be a frozen wasteland. Temperatures would plunge to -73 degrees Celsius, -100 degrees Fahrenheit. Only microbes and extremophiles, organisms that thrive in extreme conditions, might survive. Humanity, if still alive, would be scattered in tiny pockets underground, struggling to keep the lights on. Earth's atmosphere would begin to freeze and collapse, falling as snow like crystals of nitrogen and oxygen. Our planet would no longer be a blue oasis. It would look like a frozen, airless wasteland, drifting silently through space. So, is there any chance humanity could outlive a solar explosion? In theory, yes, but only with massive preparation. We would need underground cities powered by nuclear or geothermal energy, artificial light farms to grow food, and advanced technology to recycle air and water. Some have suggested building giant space stations orbiting distant stars, or even migrating to moons like Europa, which has liquid water under its icy crust. But without the sun, Earth would never again be the home we know. The death of the sun would not just affect Earth. The entire solar system would collapse. Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, all would drift into interstellar space, becoming rogue planets. The asteroid belt would scatter, comets would fly loose, and our solar system would vanish into the void. To the rest of the universe, though, this would be just another star dying. Stars are born and die all the time. Somewhere out there, another civilization may already have witnessed its own sun explode. To the cosmos, our tragedy would be routine. But here's where things get hopeful. The sun won't explode tomorrow. It's stable, reliable, and will continue burning for billions of years. Humanity has time to explore space, develop technology, and maybe even spread to other star systems before the sun reaches its natural end. The idea of the sun exploding is terrifying, but it also reminds us of how precious and fragile life on Earth really is. We live on a tiny rock, orbiting a single star in the vastness of the universe. And yet, that star gives us everything we need. So, what if the sun exploded tomorrow? Life on Earth would vanish in days, the planet would freeze in weeks, and the solar system would be gone forever. But more importantly, it reminds us that the sun is not just a star, it's our lifeline, our protector, and the reason we exist. As terrifying as this thought is, it should also inspire us. We have billions of years left to cherish our world, protect it, and maybe even look for new homes among the stars. The sun's explosion isn't our problem tomorrow, but the future of humanity still depends on the choices we make today. Thank you for watching this journey into the ultimate what if. If you enjoyed this video, please like it, share it with your friends, and subscribe to What If Verse for more mind-bending explorations of science and imagination. Here's a question for you. If the sun really did explode tomorrow, what would you do in your last 8 minutes of sunlight? Let me know in the comments below, I'll be reading them all.